I hope you can hear. And, uh, uh, okay. Ayusin ko lang yung connection ko. Wait. Ayun talaga. During lectures minsan, pag online, connection is the problem. Anyway. Okay. I hope my audio is better now. Okay na ba, guys? Yeah. Just message me in if you still have having problems sa ating audio. I hope it's okay na. And I'm just waiting for Shelly to join in. For those na nakapasok na po, if you can hear me, let me know. Just push your, just say okay na audio message once audio is okay. Okay? So I can continue. Okay. Again, I'm asking for your understanding sa connection kasi minsan yun, biglang nawawala. Hopefully, okay na yung ating connection this time. Okay, okay na ba yung audio, guys? Okay, so I'll resume na ha. So, I mentioned before about brokers and brokerages. Okay, so the good thing lang about them is kahit malayo tayo sa Pilipinas, we are able to start na din investing in the Philippines through the online brokerages na meron tayo. So, yun. Um, I discussed this also about the buyers and sellers before. Yun. In order for you to earn money, you have to buy first, of course, the stock, and then let it convert or grow the price over time. Then, kung ilan yung willing ka na at happy ka na sa percentage of growth, then you can sell them later on. Okay? So, again, stock market is the place where we buy and sell stocks, right? So, nowadays, you can already do it online. Of course, yung traditional nandun pa rin siya, ginagawa pa rin siya ngayon, wherein tumatawag yung mga buyers sa telepono and with the help of the broker, bumibili sila ng stocks directly. So, yun, medyo traditional siya, kaya lang sa mga professional traders, yun yung ginagawa nila kasi mas mabilis yung um, pagbili ng stocks kasi bultuhan silang bumibili by volume. That's why may mga insider na sinasabi kasi they are already doing it professionally for some time. And tayo naman, dahil baguhan tayo, newbies tayo, of course, we still do it online. Later on, if medyo lumaki na yung funding natin, then you can also do that na ikaw mismo, meron kang broker sa stock market direct sa loob. then you can buy stocks on your own, right? So, kagandahan lang ngayon because there's online, kahit tayo na nasa abroad, we can already buy these stocks online. So, we can invest in publicly listed companies to the Philippine Stock Exchange, which is, I think, around 200 plus na ngayon ang meron tayong stocks dyan, which is very nice kasi we are able to buy these companies kahit nasa Germany ka man, okay, gaya ni Shenli, or kahit nandito ka sa Abu Dhabi or sa US, yung iba yung classmates are from the US pa. So, that's the good thing. It becomes a platform for everybody, for us na middle class or for even those na kahit estudyante ka pa, part of your baon, kunwari, or part of your baon, ini-invest mo na dyan, then it's a good way. So it's for everybody. That's the good thing about it, right? So, yun. I just want to share to you something, this quote from Warren. Okay, sabi niya, the stock market is a device for transferring from money from the impatient to the patient person. So, kaya nga sinasabi ko dito, when you get into something or into any investment, you have to understand it. Kahit hindi mo siya fully naiintindihan, okay, kung aware ka naman ano yung pinasukan mo and then you learn it over time, okay ka doon, right? So, that's the purpose why I have this online class and I have this people with the same mindset na gustong matuto na along with your classmates later on, you will be able to discover na hindi pala siya ganun kahirap. Na sana me as your mentor will be able to grow together, okay? We'll be able to learn and enhance our skills when it comes to investing in the stock market, okay? So hopefully we will be like him, Warren Buffett, na 30s pa lang siya, milyonaryo na siya eh. Okay, imagine he's only around 30 years old before, but he's already multi-millionaire because of the stock market. Now, in our case, it's not malayo eh. It's not impossible na tayo mismo we can be like him. Okay? Hindi naman totally like him, but part of the traits na meron siya will be able to learn over time. Okay? So, let's continue. What is my ultimate goal? It is important na before you even put money into the stock market, may goal ka. Kasi nga, kung wala kang goal, hindi mo alam kung tapos ka na or na-hit mo na yung target mo or you are able to achieve na something. Okay? Human nature as we are, okay, whenever we set things out, okay, then ultimately, natapos natin yung sinet natin na goal na yun, part of us will be celebrating. And I think that's one of the good thing kapag nagsiset ka ng goal eh. Kasi you are able to win something, okay, in yourself. Kumbaga, it's a good pat in the back kasi you're able to achieve things out. So, it's important na may goal tayo. So, part po ng class na tinuturo ko dito is to create those goals. So, after this class today, I hope you can do something, okay? You try to list them down, gumawa ka ng sulat sa notebook mo man or kahit saan dyan na pwede mo siya i-review later on. What is your ultimate goal? Okay, isa po doon is budgeting. Ilan ba yung kaya ko ilagay na pera for this type of investment? Okay, syempre dapat nakaset ka ng budget for that kasi eventually, kailangan mo magdagdag ng fund for it to grow over time, right? And then, kasi yung ibang stock na binibili natin, medyo mabagal yung pagtaas ng presyo. So, along the way, kapag may extra money ka, then you put that into your investment. Right? So, importante yon na sa pagsiset natin ng goal, kasali yon yung may timeline tayo. Later on, I think I'm gonna be sending it through your email. Um, email ba? No. I'll be sending it sa group chat. Yung para siyang Excel, Microsoft Excel na data na isasend ko sa inyo. Nakasulat na doon eh, ilan yung budget na nilagay mo. Yun. Para siyang ledger nung lahat ng nilagay mo na funds and then how you were able to develop or grow your money over time. So, yun yung kaganda. So, ano ba yung ultimate goal natin? Of course, we wanted to invest in the stock market because we want to increase our money, right? It's, sabi nga ng iba, stock market daw is like a money machine. It's like creating more money, multiplying more money. So, purpose for that, why you do goal setting so that you can increase your cash flow. Of course, for those who are business-minded like me, I always wanted to have more funds para ma-expand ko yung aking negosyo, di ba? So, this is one of them. By putting my extra money, I'll try to multiply it, use that money to fund my business. Okay? If most of you guys doesn't know me yet, besides stock market, I'm into real estate. Okay? Mahilig po ako magparenta. Magpaupa ng bahay, magpaupa ng condominium. Part of my money goes there. So, every time na may extra money ako, I would use that money to use it to increase cash flow. Ini-invest ko siya sa stock market. Of course, for others naman, they want it as a source of their passive income. Yung passive income po na yun, kasi when you are investing in the stock market pala, hindi lang dahil tumataas yung presyo. Wherein, meron ka rin chance, itong mga companies na to, once they have an excess cash, okay, tumataas na nga yung presyo, binibigyan ka pa ng extra money through dividends, cash dividends, which you're gonna be learning later on, right? So let's continue. Understanding your risk tolerance. Ano ba yung risk tolerance? Of course, all of us are different, okay? It can be like for Ramon, yung risk tolerance niya is mid or medium type lang siya na risk tolerant. Okay, si Shenley naman on the other side is one of your student nandito ngayon. Ang gusto niya naman is medyo high risk naman siya. So he's willing to put big amount of money for the purpose of gaining more in a shorter span of time. Okay. Ito pong tolerance risk, you will not be able to determine din agad-agad, lalo na kung first timer ka ngayon. Okay? Some of us will be able to understand our risk-taking tolerance later on as we start along na. So right now, for the sake lang na na-apply mo na yung natutunan mo, you try to imagine yourself, okay? Try to think about, if I have 10,000 pesos, okay? If I'm going to invest it in the stock market, okay, magsusulat lang po ako ng konti ha. So, 10,000 pesos. Sorry, pangit tandaan ko ha, pasensya na. So, if I have 10,000 pesos, how much, of this 10,000 pesos, okay, am I willing to risk it on? Okay? Ilan ba yung kaya kong i-lose or i-gain para lang kumita ako? So, usually, ang iba gaya, sabi nila, kahit yung risk nito is 90 is to 10 or 90% chances of losing. Sorry. Sorry, medyo pangit yung daan ko ha. 90 is to 10. Okay? 10% na more likely pag tumama sila, dodoble yung pera nila. 90% naman pag nagkamali sila, madulus nila yung pera nila. These are for those na medyo high risk taking capacity. So, okay lang na medyo may higher risk, pero dodoble naman yung pera nila. Yung 10K nila, naging 20K na because of that risk tolerance nila. Okay? So hopefully maging okay na itong aking writing skills online later on. Ang punto ko lang dun guys is when you understand your risk tolerance, okay, over time, you are able to enhance your skill na later on when it comes to putting funds. Kasi of course, it's understandable pag baguhan ka pa lang, 'di ba? Hindi hindi agad-agad high yung risk, yung willing ka ilagay eh. Kasi hindi mo pa alam kung hanggang saan mapupunta yung kung ano yung pinasukan mo. So it's safe or it's normal that people would start investing in the stock market with just a few amount of money. Okay, and then as you go comfortable along, of course later on, mas okay na sa yung mag-invest ng bigger funds at the same time able to put your money into companies na hindi siya masyadong safe pero yung return mo naman is higher. Okay? So I hope I was able to to reach out to you kung ano yung ibig sabihin ko about risk tolerance. Next naman is, ito naman, share ito ni Warren. Unless you can watch your stock holding decline by half the value, and you are not yet panic-stricken, you should not be in the stock market. It's true. Bakit? Kasi there will come a time talaga na kapag nag-i-invest ka sa stock market, is suddenly, one glitch of a time or isang trading day lang, yung value na nilagay mo dyan would become half the value na. Kaya nga sabi ko, I always tell this to my friends na nag-i-invest na sa stock market, you only invest money na you're willing to 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 set aside na kahit mag-half value siya later on, hindi ka affected on your day-to-day basis. Kasi kung medyo na-stress ka na, yung nilagay mong pera doon, parang sabi mo, kay pambayad ko pa yun sa matrikula ng bata or ng anak mo or sa expenses mo, then you shouldn't be putting that money there in the first place. Dapat yung nilalagay mo ng pera sa stock market is the money that you are willing to lose. Okay? Pero, huwag po kayong mag-alala kasi all of this, like sabi ni Warren, if 50% nag-lose ka, paper losses lang naman. Okay? Kasi nga, yung market natin, di ba, akit babayan, there will come a time na mababa siya, that it so happen na nakapagbili ka ng stocks on a higher price before, then it's okay kasi you have already identified the stock as good for you, di ba? So, there are a lot of stocks na kahit pa good company siya, dahil nga there are a lot of things contributing it to go down, okay, like yung world economy, yung foreign exchange ng peso to dollar, oil prices, then sometimes it goes down, okay? So along the way, I will be able to teach you guys yung different techniques. Kasi nga, importante dito, alam mo yung gagawin mo to every situation na ibibigay sa'yo. Although hindi ko naman maibibigay 100%, at least more than half of the strategy malalearn nyo na over time. So, yun. I hope I was able to share to you that about the risk tolerance. Okay. How do you earn in the stock market? Okay. So, in the stock market, there are a lot of ways. I've shared before about tumataas yung presyo, price appreciation. Aside from that, they're giving also ways for the investors. For, kumbaga parang pasalamat ni company. Halimbawa si Jollibee, gumanda na yung kumpanya. Dahil may nag-invest sa kanya through the stock market, tumataas yung value niya over time. And aside from that, dahil na kumita na ng gusto si Jollibee, yung excess na kinikita ni Jollibee, binibigay niya sa atin through cash. And this is either be cash dividends or stock dividends. Stock shares, ha? So, many times nabibigay si PLDT ng cash dividends, nabibigay rin si BDO, and most of the good companies are giving us cash dividends. And I think one of our session will be able to learn what are those companies ba nagbibigay ng malalaking cash dividends. So I hopefully you'll be able to learn them later on then. So this is the index. If you're going to see it across 25 years of time, okay, mula nung 1985, okay, after the Marcos. So from that, from just above 500, it hit 1,000. Then it went down again during the time of Aquino, Cory Aquino. After that, it increased. Then power crisis came in. Doon, bumaba din yung presyo ng stock market natin. Then Asian financial crisis, second EDSA revolution, and then of course yung global financial crisis ng 2008, wherein a lot of people have used their money. So if you're gonna see it along the way within 25 years, kung long term ka, okay, the stock market, even though it goes down, it doesn't go down where it was before. Kung kailan siya nag-umpisa noon. It will go down, but it will not go down below what it started before. The reason why it's like that is because medyo pareho yan siya sa number of population. If you see along years, di ba? Yung Pilipinas, wala namang nangyari na 20 million tapos after a few years yung population is 10 million na lang. Okay? Lalo na sa bansa natin, we are like one of the blessed countries na lalong dumadami yung population natin. Hindi gaya ng countries like Japan, Canada, and other cities, countries in Europe na kaunti ang populasyon nila. Sa atin sa Pilipinas, lalo tayong dumarami. That's why, sabi nga ng karamihan, many of the experts are saying, hindi pa natin na-reach out yung ating pinaka-peak. We're just entering actually. Yeah. So later on, you will be able to understand ano ba yung sinasabi nila tawag ito, sweet spot, demographic sweet spot. Later on, i-share ko rin sa inyo anong ibig sabihin. Wherein most of our population are young, earning well, increasing income over time, and has the buying power later on. Which I think, para sa atin na nasa abroad or for most of us na nag-i-start na sa stock market, that's an opportunity for us to invest on the companies that are serving this certain or majority of the population of our country, which are the young people, the young Filipinos, the millennials. Kung ano man yung kinikita nilang mga produkto, ano man yung ginagamit nilang mga goods from the companies, doon tayo mag-i-invest ng pera. Because Filipinos love to go to the mall, Filipinos love to buy something, love to spend time in Starbucks, love to go to Jollibee, then we should be investing on those companies, right? Yeah. So Ang akin nandito is, after this, across 25 years from now, more, it will not be ending. It will be the same. More and more millennials will be there. Hindi na millennials tawag sa kanila, more than millennials na. Pero, tumataas pa rin yung value ng economy natin, which is good. So, I'll continue. Next one is, ano ba yung mga factors na nag-affect sa stock market? There are a lot of factors eh. Hindi lang dahil maganda yung gobyerno natin, but there are a lot of things that can affect the stock market. And it's important as early as now, aware tayo na may mga ganun. Okay, macroeconomics. When you talk about macroeconomics, it's about seeing the world picture on a bigger picture. Different economies are affecting each other. Okay? So, economy ng America, which one is one of the biggest economies in the world. Pangalawa, China. And I think there was a time that China was able to beat up with US. Okay? Ano pa ba? European economies, even Middle East, the growing Middle East, Philippine economy. Of course, we are just a dot or a small country there. But the ones that are having a major factor is, of course, Singapore, although it's a small country, but it has a big economy and it's affecting Southeast Asia. Ano pa ba? Japan also. Local economy, if you notice, since nung Great Depression noong 2008, when there was a massive financial crisis, daming nawalan ng trabaho sa US, even dito sa Dubai and Abu Dhabi. But because of the local economy, maganda kasi ang fundamentals ng economy ng Pilipinas eh. If few of us, kung hindi pa kayo nakapasok sa stock market or you don't study yet about what's happening in the Philippines, yung economy po ng Pilipinas is one of the strongest economy in Asia. And if you check online, we have an average po of GDP or gross domestic product percentage of 7.2% and we are even more stronger than China now. Imagine mo yun, our local economy is very strong. And sad to say, only few of us know and only few of us are into it kasi hindi nga tayo invested. We don't spend on properties. We don't invest on properties rather. And we don't invest even in the stock market. So that's why I'm happy na kayo guys, you're learning them today. Government. Of course, government plays a major role. Bakit? Kasi sila gumagawa ng rules. Sila gumagawa ng taxation. Sila gumagawa ng ways or ng system na mas easy yung pagkakandak ng business sa Pilipinas. That's why yung ginagawa ni Duterte ngayon is a good move eh. Bakit? Nililinis niya ang politika, nililinis niya ang judicial system, even the safety of people. Okay? Kasi pinalakas niya yung police, pinalakas niya yung uh, army. And then, all these bad guys are slowly going away na. Bakit? Kasi we have a better government eh. We feel more secure kasi protected tayo ng police natin, ng militar natin. And I think that is one of the factor that is helping our economy to boom even more faster. Okay, that's why you can see right now, okay, despite what's happening all around, negative things about happening in war in Korea, impending war in Korea, conflicts here in the Middle East, and everything else, our economy is still growing. Bakit? Kasi nga, we have the good fundamentals. Wala tayong masyadong utang. We got a good financial banking system is very nice. Wala din masyadong utang ang mga bangko. Even the government, the system is getting better. And you can see the change even if you go home right now, because sa Manila o sa Pilipinas, tignan mo airport ng Pilipinas ngayon, ang ganda. Diba? Sectors. Sectors, when you talk about sector, kasi if example, you're going to decide to buy a company, stock shares ng company na yan, ha? You have to study the sector around it. Saan sector ba siya na belong? Does it belong to the banking sector? Does it belong to the service, oil and mining? Saan ba siya na belong? You should be able to understand that. And of course, the company and the competitors themselves. Kasi you invested your hard-earned money into these companies and you should be able to understand them. Bakit? Kasi para kampante ka na yun nilagay mong pera, hindi mapupunta sa wala, di ba? Yun. So hopefully, yun, you'll be able to learn those. What are your strategies? Of course, along the way, I'm gonna be sharing to you yung iba't ibang strategy. But I'm just gonna summarize them into few points na doon mag-evolve yung ating different trainings or different uh, different things na matututunan natin. Okay? So, mag-i-evolve lang siya dito. So, what are the basic strategies? Una, some of us, they just follow the trend or kung ano may yung trend. Yung strategy nila, if the trend is going up, I will buy from the low price, follow the trend, let it grow over time. Okay, once there is a change in trend, like bumaba na siya ng mahaba, dun ko na siya ibebenta. For as long as the trend is going up, I will not sell my shares. I will let my money grow and ride with it. Diba? So dito, tuturuan ko kayo, ano ba to? Ano ibig sabihin nito? Okay, ano ba tong bilog-bilog na to? Ano ba tong linyang to? Ano ba tong mga candle na to? May blue, may red, ano ba yan? Ibig sabihin yan. So, matutulungan ko kayo on how to understand those things. Okay? Then next, the other strategy is net long. Pag sinabing net long, long-term sila. Okay? They will not even bother this small movement down or even if it's a big dip because they want it to be long-term. Okay? Pwede mo kasing pagsabayin yung long-term, mid-term, and short-term altogether eh. Kaya lang, you should be able to learn them and understand them along the way. Yung long-term, ang net long ng ibig sabihin dyan is you are willing to stay there in the stock market or you are willing to put this amount of fund, okay, for a long period of time kasi ang goal mo is for to get all the opportunity. So, ang timeline mo dyan, mas mahaba, is either 5, 10, 15 years or more. Depende sa'yo, di ba? So, ganun. And the other type naman is day, weekly, or monthly trade. These are the people na they don't want to stay long, okay? They wanted to buy something, buy stock shares. Pag na-hit na nila target, benta na. Then again, repeat, find another stock, get another one, and they would spend more hours analyzing stocks and buying them and again, sell them all at the same time. Itong mga traders or those people, trabaho ng mga walang trabaho. Okay, ganun yung tawag nila, yung mga professional traders. So, I'm not sure if you're gonna be one of them, but ang akin lang is make sure na hindi nagko-conflict sa work mo kung ano yung papasukan mo, okay? So, make sure na mababalanse mo yung time para sa stock market at mababalanse mo rin yung time mo para sa work and family, of course. Yun din yun. I'm gonna share to you ano yung mga strategy para makontrol mo yung time according to your availability. Okay? So, stock market trading time. It is important na alam mo yung oras, of course. So, yung stock market natin, meron po tayong dalawang trading hours. Isa sa umaga, isa din sa hapon. In the morning, okay, usually the market opens at 9:30 in the morning, Philippine time. Pero 9 o'clock pa lang, pwede ka nang bumili ng shares ng stock. Okay? Pwede ka nang bumili once tumutong siya ng 9:01 to 9:29 pwede ka nang bumili ng shares ng stock. Okay? Pero hindi pa siya mag-i-execute or hindi pa siya pupunta mismo sa exchange. Kumbaga, pwede ka lang mag-advance order at the time. Market recess naman, nag-i-start siya from 12 p.m. wherein nag-close muna sila up to 1:29. Nagre-resume naman siya 1:30 p.m. and then there's a pre-closing, 3:17 p.m. Sorry. Hanggang magsarado na siya at 3:30 p.m. Okay? So, this thing, importante po na alam natin yung timing. Of course, you have to adjust with your timeline kung saan ka man na time horizon sa mundong ito. Yun. So, the next one is common terms. Ano ba yung common terms na dapat natin malaman? Okay, right now, what I'm sharing to you guys is called financial because this is the one I'm using most of the time. At saka, dito, na-master ko na yung platform nila eh. So, ito yung ginagamit ko. Okay, but you can, it's not that different with the others. You just have to identify na lahat ng online platform, meron silang ganito, na makikita mo yung pangalan ng company through the letters, prices, ilang shares yung binibili, sino yung, kung open ba yung market, at saka kailan siya ginawa. Okay, you have to see the buy, sell, bid-ask buttons. This is the online trading platform. Let's move forward so you can see them more closer. So, lahat po ng online trading platform, meron silang ganito. PSE index wherein you can see the total, kumbaga yun yung pinaka-average price ng stock market for that certain period. So, PSE index. So, this one was, I took it last year, I think 7,993. These are the sectors that I was talking about before. So, kung gusto yung malaman ano ba yung ibig sabihin nito, dito po sa ilalim. ALL, all shares. FIN is financials. IND is industrials. Yun po yung different sectors. Kapag kinlik mo yan, lalabas po yung lahat ng companies under that sector. So makikita mo doon sino yung big players, sino doon ang next big players, at sino naman din yung small players by the number or the amount of capitalization na meron sila. Okay? So dito makikita mo yung price the day before, yung price ngayon, and then ilan yung percentage na change from that day on. Okay? Hindi ko siya masyadong i-dwell in masyado kasi ayokong dumugo yung brain ninyo ngayon for all this information. So different types of stocks. So, ang una dito is index stocks or first line stocks. These are actually, they call it sometimes as blue chips. Ano ba ibig sabihin? These are actually one of the best performing stocks. Top 30 stocks, 30. Sila yung top 30 stocks. Okay? Masusulat po ako ng konti para 30 stocks na nire-revise ni PSE every quarter. Every quarter. Ang purpose nila doon is to make sure na, kasi ang index is the batayan or the basis ng standard ng when it compare nila sa iba't ibang types of stocks sa PSE mismo. So, kumbaga, if they talk about, halimbawa, let's pick one second liner stock like Double Dragon, halimbawa, DD, Double Dragon. When they compare it to the blue chips, they will see na, ay, yung blue chips kasi natin, di ba, 30 sila, then they get the average, then they will get the index. So, i-compare na sa index kung ano ba yung performance ni Double Dragon compared sa index, which is the average stock. So, doon mo malalaman kung yung binili mo stock is actually performing better than the index or worse than the index. Okay? So, yun. Sige ko na. Balik ko muna yung whiteboard. Then, let's proceed. Growth stocks. Growth stocks naman, these are the second liners or companies na candidate na to become blue chips if ever they will grow their market capitalization or if their price appreciation or even the company's fundamentals are getting better. Okay? Second liner sila. And the last one, which is very famous for the traders, is the penny stocks. Penny or kung saanin pa, basura stocks tawag nila. So why they call it basura stocks? Because there is not much value in it. If there is a value, it's negligible. And this is sometimes one of the ways na naha-hype ang mga tao sa Facebook kasi yon lahat-lahat ng information pinagsi-share na sa Facebook. Tayo naman, nabaguhan, napa-follow tayo, which is I think para sa atin guys, don't go into this stocks unless you know what you are doing. Ha? Kasi baka maipit ka and you will lose all your hard-earned money from that unless your tolerance is strong enough. Okay? So ticker board, the one in the top, okay? This is actually ticker board or just the symbol like or initials ng different stocks na bibilhin mo. Like dito si JFC, Jollibee Food Corporation. This is the ticker board. Yung gumagalaw from right to left. Okay, na marami. So doon mo malalaman kung ano yung nangyayari right at the very moment. Okay, may bumili ng ganito, number of shares na binili, at what price, sino yung bumili, sino yung nagbenta na broker. Okay? Next one is the buy and sell option. Ito dapat alam natin by heart. Okay? Sa buy and sell. So when you are buying, may mga options po tayo. Mayroong day trade lang. Ibig sabihin, bibilhin mo lang siya at a certain price with the number of shares na gusto mong bilhin and then mag-i-execute lang siya good for the day. Okay? Same din to sa GTC or ATC. Yung GTC po, this is with call financial ha. Sa iba po yung tawag. Pero almost similar lang din ang ibig sabihin. Is good to cancel option. Good to cancel. Yung sabihin nun, once you set the price and you set the number of shares, you can buy them Once mag-hit siya sa price na gusto mo, okay, nagsiset siya automatically sa system nila na within 60 days, at that price na sinet mo, number of shares, once may mag-match, i-carry over nila yon, okay? Now, yun po yung purpose ng good to cancel. So, ibig sabihin, hindi mo kailangan maghabol na nakabantay ka parate, pero pwede kang bumili ng stocks na kahit na hindi ka nakabantay all the time. ATC naman is at the closing. Ibig sabihin nun, kung ano man yung price for the day, before na-close yung stock market, yun yung automatically nabibili mo ng stock shares. Okay? Adlat and main board. Yung boardlet kasi natin, mayroon silang tinatawag na adlat, which I think hindi ko na i-share kasi hindi naman siya ginagamit most of the time. Otherwise, we'll have a problem on selling it later on. And the main one, is usually, boardlets natin is by multiples of 5, 10, 100, or 1,000, even 10,000. Okay, we don't have adlats like 1, 3, 4, 7. Hindi natin ginagamit yon. Okay, merong bumibili, pero mahirap kasi siya ibenta eh, kasi konti lang ang gumagamit ng adlat. Unlike here sa stock market dito sa Abu Dhabi, even sa Dubai, meron sila adlat eh. Dito sa atin, sa Pilipinas, wala po. Okay, I hope that's clear. Then, we have this board lot. Board lot naman is the minimum number of share na pwede natin bilhin. Like dito kay Ayala Corp, kailangan mong makabili ng 10 shares na minimum para makabili ka ng shares ni Ayala. Okay, so doon mo malalaman ano yung ibig sabihin ng board lot. It is important kasi dapat alam mo kung ilan yung minimum board lot at ilan yung maximum board lot. Okay, let's continue. When you buy, you try to ask. You ask what you want to buy, and then you are selling, you bid it. Dito siya usually sa kapila. Bidding is selling your stock shares. Okay? The next one is buying and selling stocks. When you are buying and selling stocks, later on, I will share to you yung ledger wherein mare-record mo yung actual trades mo, kung ilan yung bibilhin mo, ilan yung bibenta mo, para makikita mo yung iyong makikita mo yung progress mo. Okay? Singilin nyo ako ha sa ledger na yan, which I think gagamitin natin. Actually, pwede ko na siya i-share sa inyo. Pero if you are trading right now, then it can be helpful na yung ledger na yun. Kasi it tells you yung progress mo kung okay ba o hindi. But I suggest to finish muna yung up to yung third topic natin about trading in the stock market. Chart trading pala. Kasi it's very helpful sa inyo yung series 3 natin. Kasi it will help you to decide kung tama ba yung pagpasok mo o paglabas mo sa market. Okay? The last one is yung fees. Of course, when you buy and sell, there are fees. Kasali po doon yung brokerage commission, which is 0.25% of the total amount. Yung bayad natin kay BIR, of course. Si SEC, PSE, may charge din siya of the amount, of the total amount. And then, si Securities and Exchange na, mababa lang naman, 0.01% of the gross trade. When you are selling, dinadagdag lang dun yung sales tax, which is 0.5% of the gross total. Hindi siya ganun kalaki. Kung i-add mo siya, around, hindi siya aabot ng 1%. So, it's not that big for us. For as long as hindi ka lugi nung bumili ka, nung binenta mo na siya. Okay? So, ito yung actual when you buy and sell. So, makikita mo dito na may charges si may commission si broker, may tax si BIR, si PSE, and si Securities and Exchange Commission. So, bumili tayo dito ng, sa example na to 1,000 quantity at the price of 15.3. So, naglabas siya ng 15,300. So, ang charge sa kanya is around, 40 plus pesos. Not bad, di ba? So, it's not that big actually. When you are selling, so gaya nito, binenta niyo sa example yung FGen, 14.62, 8,700 yung total amount ng binenta niya. And then, ang charge naman is total is around 69 pesos. So, it's not that big, di ba? So, if you see, out of that 8,769 lang chinarge nila total on selling. So, it's not that high. Timing your stocks. It's important na mayroon kang timeline. Okay? It's either short-term ka, kaya yung na-mention ko before, trader ka lang, may mid-term plan ka like few months or even years. Then may long-term ka like 5, 10 years or 15 years from now. Kasi there are certain stocks talaga na medyo mabagal yung movement or there is a significant dive na mababa yung presyo that you could buy na maramihan. But yung kanyang pagtaas, medyo mabagal. Okay? Then one more thing is, there's a question actually, one of my students in Gensan, ito yung tanong niya sa akin. Actually, he's not from this, he's from Davao. Pero dumating siya ng lectures namin with Marvin, Coach Marvin. Sabi niya sa akin, can you discuss daw ang difference between investing and ano yun, stock market trading? So, of course, sa stock market kasi, iba yung pag sinabi nilang trading, parang maikli lang yung timeline. Pag investing, medyo long yung timeline. Pero actually, when we did the Google, I searched the meaning. Ang investing and trading pala goes all together. Investing kasi, from Google, sabi, is to put into a money or you put your money into a financial scheme or a property or a venture na may expected ka na profit. Okay? Trading naman is the action or activity of buying and selling something. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, trading and investing, it happens all together pala kung i-base mo siya sa meaning niya. Okay? Yung true meaning niya according to the dictionary, according to Google. But it is per se, it's happening all together. When you trade, there is buying and selling, and when you invest, you expect something in return, di ba? So, ganun. I hope I was able to share to you. So the different types of people na nasa stock market. Marami po. Meron yung day trader na tinatawag. Ang day trader po sila po yung within the day, bibili sila and then within the day, bibenta. Wala po silang kinikip na stock shares at the end of the day. So ang habol lang nila, kumita within the day, benta within the day, and then matutulog na sila na walang i-worry kasi the next day baka bumaba or tumaas yung presyo. Kanila day trader na sila. Position trader naman, we can be like them actually. These are the people that buys and rides on a stock na tumataas. Okay, swing traders. Kung nasa ilalim, bibili sila, pagdating sa taas, bibenta na ulit nila. Then, aantayin na ulit nila bumaba or hahanap sila ng ibang companies na pwede nilang pagbentahan, na pwede nilang bilhin pala later on pag mababa na yung pressure yung iba. So, kumbaga, swing trade lang sila. Bili, then benta, pag umabot sa taas, and then again, buy again at the bottom for other. And then for investors naman, gaya ko, na somehow part of my money, ini-invest ko dito for a longer time frame. Okay? Entry and exit points. So it's important that you're able to know kailan yung tamang pasok at labas sa stock trends, which is I'm gonna be sharing on the third series natin paano gagawin. Okay? Today, I'm just sharing ano ba yung different trends. So, I think I've shared this already to some of your classmates here, but for those na bago pa lang, I just want to share to you, ano ba yung uptrend? Uptrend is like, pakit siya ng paakyat. And then, whenever may correction, konti lang, pero akit pa rin siya. And the higher low, it doesn't go back to where it was. So, kung titignan mo, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and it still goes up. And it never goes down again, okay? That's an example of uptrend. That's an example of stocks na gusto mong pasukan kasi kung na-miss mo man to, pwede kang pumasok dito ulit. Okay? Or, antayin mo ulit, kailan siya bababa, doon ka papasok ulit. Kasi alam mo, tataas at tataas pa rin siya. Unless there is a major change na. Which, you're gonna be learning how to do that later on. Ha? Is third and fourth, you'll be able to do that. Okay, downtrend naman is the time wherein baliktad siya ng uptrend. There is a lower low, slight akyat, then again, babagsak na ulit siya hanggang sa bumulusok na siya pababa, which I think this is one of the stocks that you don't want to dwell into, di ba? Kasi you'll be losing a lot of money over that on a certain time frame. Okay? So, uptrend, downtrend, there are strategies that we can use that I'm gonna be sharing later on with you also. So sideways naman is the merging of the two, no, up tsaka downtrend. Sideways is in the middle lang siya, hindi siya pumupunta pabulusok pababa, hindi rin siya lumilipad palipad pataas. So sideways trending is yun, nasa gitna lang siya, hindi siya umaakyat lalo, hindi rin siya bumababa lalo, nasa gitna lang siya. Other term nila dito is tawag nila dito is consolidation phase. I added it sa Messenger para makita nyo. Sideways or consolidation phase. This is the time na majority of the investors or the people putting fund into it is deciding na hindi nila alam kung lalabas sila or bebenta nila. So, majority of the people na naglalagay ng pera dyan are hindi nila alam kung maglalagay pa ba ako ng more money into it or less na siya. Okay, so sideways, of course, you can still make money out of it, but it's not that high probability of gaining more. Kasi konti lang, nasa gitna lang siya eh. Small waves lang siya. Okay? So, you can see this sideways later on when we analyze different stocks. This is an example of uptrend. This is an example of our sideways or consolidation. This is an example of downtrend naman. Ayos ba? Okay. Then we'll move on. Controlling yourself. It is important na kaya mo i-control sarili mo. You should focus on your goal. Kaya nga sa umpisa ng slides natin, sabi ko, you need to focus on your goal. Kasi once may goal ka, alam mo kung saan ka pupunta. You need to stick to your plan. Dapat may plano. The moment you buy that stock, o stock shares, or stock market, or yung stock na pinili mo, you should have a plan. Okay? Kailan ka lalabas, kailan ka i-exit. Once pumasok ka, dapat may exit, di ba? And you should be able to execute your plan, take profit if needed, and then if alam mo na pabagsak yung stock, you can sell them early on before you lose a lot of money na later on, di ba? So there are certain strategy para mabawasan yung losses. Okay? So how to open an account? This is for those na wala pang stock market account. I'm just sharing this for everybody. For those na meron na, well, it's good to know. Then, maybe you want to add more, di ba? So, importante nandun, select your own broker. May application form po sila. Nangangailangan po sila ng IDs, at least isa or dalawa. Call Financial, isa lang ang kailangan. PIN number sa BIR, na dapat may PIN number ka. Kung wala ka, you need to open a PIN account, I think, and you need to go to Philippines if you're not in the Philippines. Bank details, yun yung banko mo na i-connect mo sa online broker mo. Kasi sa funding-wise, of course, mas madali pag online. Yan. And then, for those na wala sa Pilipinas, I suggest you use Call Financial kasi may online interview, i-Skype ka lang nila, then you can have your account na. Cost fund, I think ang price range yan is from 5,000 the list up to 10,000. Ito yung examples ng mga different brokers sa Pilipinas. You can actually Google them. Just put best stock brokers Philippines. Then you can see them na. This one. Okay. Next po is, yun. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Sabi ni Warren, okay, hindi mo kailangan mataas ang IQ. Hindi mo rin kailangan na mababa yung IQ o tama-tama lang. Importante, alam mo yung iba't ibang strategiya para mananalo ka sa stocks. Okay? So along the way, later on, we'll be able to learn the different strategies na matututunan natin. Run through. So today, we were able to identify ano yung stock market. I hope I was able to resonate the information to all of you guys. Second is, ano ba yung mga concepts na kailangan kapag mag-open ka o kung mag-i-start ka sa stock market. And then, number 3 naman is to identify the essential steps paano mag-open ng account. So right now, I'm open for question and answer. Do you have any questions, guys? Yeah. So I'm giving the floor for those na may tanong. You can actually ask question. You can even raise your hand kung gusto mo magsalita. Okay, may tanong ba kayo? Yun. For those na hindi pa marunong gumamit ng access account nila, yan po, meron po tayong parang chat box that you can use kung may tanong ka. Or you could actually raise your hand kung gusto mong magsalita para marinig ka namin. May questions ba kayo, guys? Yeah. Kung wala pa yung questions so far, okay. Anyway, I'll wait for your questions if you have. I just want to run through din yung topics na isi-share natin sa next lectures. So today, we've learned about the different concepts on starting out with the stock market foundations. Next week naman po, sa December 10, that would be a Sunday. Okay. I'll be able to discuss sa inyo naman how to identify good companies. Okay, paano ba natin malalaman kung yung company na pipiliin natin has a good potential na pwede tayo maglagay ng pera. Okay? So, how to identify good companies and remove all the bad companies na napili natin. Okay? So, kumbaga, magkaka-criteria tayo. Alin doon yung most likely na mag-earn tayo ng pera, which I'm gonna be guiding you naman kung paano siya gagawin. Third topic on December 16, that's a Saturday. I'll share to you how to read the charts. So dito, I think this is one of the most wanted topics kasi it's more of visual application ng iba't ibang type of chart reading. Okay? Pang-apat naman, on the 22, taking control of your trade, I will share to you ano ba yung strategy para hindi ka naghahabol parate. Hindi mo hahabulin yung price, hindi mo hahabulin yung peak ng presyo at hindi ka maha-hype ng ibang tao. Kasi it's important na kapag nag-invest ka sa stock market or nag-trade ka, dapat hindi ka na-stress, di ba? Kasi a lot of people that I've known na most of the time na-stress sila. Sabi niya sa akin, "May nag-red na yung nagre-red na yung port ko, hindi na ako makatulog." Which I think this is not healthy if you cannot sleep, di ba? So, dapat in the first place, alam mo na yung mangyayari, alam mo yung possibilities na may ganito, may losses ka in between, but just be there, learn from it, and then for as long as natututo ka and you build up yung losses mo and nag-gain ka na rin naman and over time you grow your money, manalo ka pa rin, di ba? So, importante doon, we learn together. We're able to apply and share whatever skills we will be having. Panglima is yung softwares naman. I'll be sharing to you different softwares na gagamitin, mobile applications, para mag-guide kayo na kahit on the move ka, makikita mo, ay, ito na pala yung presyo. So far, ito yung na-set ko, ganun. And then, I have a free topic na share ko sa inyo, more on candle reading naman, how to read candles. So, it's a good way na kayo, you'll be able to learn them paano magbasa ng candles. Kasi I know not all of you guys are knowledgeable about candles. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to share to you then candle reading. That's the last month, or I think the last one of the few last days of the year. So hopefully I'll be able to share sa inyo. Yun. I hope you learned something today. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to email me. Yun, mentor_poy at growingmystocks.com, or just message me on Facebook for more information. And yun. Wala na sigurong tanong, no? Have a good night, guys, and thank you for listening today. And I hope you learned something, and I'm looking forward for our next activity learning session on the 10th of December. So yun. So yun, see you guys. Bye bye and good night.